Hi everyone, good morning. This is Tamara from Seraphim Center for Healing and Education. Yesterday I read a message from the Eagle, the Hopi Indigenous, and it was so captivating, so beautiful that all day I was called to drum. All day. I literally just wanted to take my drum and start drumming. This drum was made by one of my beloved Reiki students. It's made from horse skin. The horse died naturally and was honored in this way. And the horse is my power animal. So I wanted to offer some guidance for you to meet your power animal. And what is a power animal? Power animal is one of our spirit guides in the form of an animal. Often we have one or two main power animals that bring medicine to us in our lifetime. Sometimes different power animals come to us at different times to offer medicine for that time. For instance, let's say you're going through a transition, or I don't know, you're battling a disease, or you are in you need courage to face a situation. So these power animals come at that specific time to help you with their medicine at that time. My main power animals are a white horse and an elk, and they show up at different times. I could go on and on with stories of how they've shown up for me. Really interesting stories, but I do want to use this time to help you meet the power animal that you need the most at this time. So in shamanic work, whenever we drum or we journey, we always set sacred space. We work, the tradition that I learned is Peruvian, and we work with the south, the west, the north, the east, above and below, Father Sky, and then Mother Earth. And so, even though I'm sitting here, I like to offer some guidance for you to set sacred space before we start drumming. So, in shamanic work, we often start with smudging. So, you can have a little bit of sage and you can burn it and just smudge your aura with the smoke of the sage. And then I always light a candle and bring some high vibrational crystals in the room. But to set the directions, I'm going to be sitting, but when you are setting direction, you want to turn to that direction. So we turn to the south and the west and the north and the east, above and below. So I'm going to guide us through setting sacred space. And so go ahead and find out first where the directions are in your room. You can use an online compass. If you have an actual compass, you can use it. And let's begin. So go ahead and turn to the south with me. So your body is going to turn to the south. And affirm: to the winds of the south, great serpent, wrap your coils of light around us or around me. Teach us to shed our past like you shed your skin, to walk softly on the earth in the beauty way. And then spirit really likes noise. So if you really want to call upon that spirit, you can raise your hands and then we drum at the end of each call. You can whistle too. You can always use a rattle or any musical instrument that you have. And then you gently turn to the west. To the winds of the west, Mother Jaguar, protect our medicine space. Give us courage to look into our darkness, into our shadows, into our fears. Help us go beyond death. And again, make lots of noise. Turn to the north, to the winds of the north. Hummingbird. So this is when you call on hummingbird medicine and the sweetness of life. To the winds of the north, hummingbird, grandmothers and grandfathers, ancient, luminous, wise, healed ancestors, come warm your hands by our fires. You acknowledge that this healing goes back so many generations and goes forward so many generations. This healing is for me, my children, my children's children, my ancestors. And you ask the hummingbird to bring sweetness in your life. And then you make a lot of noise. Beautiful. And then you turn to the east, to the winds of the east. Great eagle, come to us from the place of the rising sun. And I always visualize this gorgeous eagle coming out of the rising sun. Help us fly wing to wing with great spirit. Help us go over mountains we only dare to dream of. So helping us go over obstacles. And you drum. And then we turn to Father Sky. So you can start with the earth or sky. Let's start with Mother Earth. So you turn to Mother Earth, you put your hands on it, you kneel. Mother Earth, this healing is for all your children, the stone people, the plant people, the two-legged, the four-legged, the creepy crawlers, the finned, the furred, and the winged ones. All are relations. And then I always thank Mother Earth for holding us, and I ask for her to hold me safely, securely, lovingly. And you drum. And then you rise, or as you're sitting, you can even do it. You raise your hands. Father Sky, Grandmother Moon, to the star nations, you who are known by 1,000 names and yet you are the unnameable one. Thank you for bringing us here to sing this song of life. And you drum or rattle. Beautiful. So now we've set sacred space, we've called on the directions, and so now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to help guide you to meet your power animal. So my daughter is actually here. I'd like to ask her, would you like to meet your power animal? Because I'm going to do a guided journey. So go ahead and lay down. And she wants to drum so badly, maybe in the next video. And so let me give you some guidance as to how you can meet your power animal. Now this is either going to be your main power animal or one that you need the most right now. Perhaps one that gives us courage at this time. So this is how I usually meet my power animal. And I usually go to the lower world to meet my power animal. So I'm going to have you take deep breaths and walk towards an ancient tree. Beautiful ancient tree. And then that tree is going to open up. So the trunk is going to open up. And we're going to drop down, 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 down through all the layers. I'm going to guide you with drumming. And we go down to what is called the lower world. In the lower world, you're going to I'm going to activate your senses. And then we're going to go towards the meadow where your power animal is going to step forward. Now, when you meet this animal, you're going to say, are you my power animal? And usually there's some sort of gesture, like shaking the head, or he or she will stare into your eyes, or there's some like roar, you know. And power animals are not always lions. Any animal can be your power animal, and then you can look up the medicine of that power animal online. It can literally be any power animal, and sometimes um, they have a lot of sense of humor. So if the power animal kind of points to you and says, no, I'm not, you keep going and say, I want to meet my power animal. I want to meet my benevolent power animal. So let's set that intention now, that you are here to meet your benevolent, loving, supportive power animal. And remember, we called the direction, so you're supported by so many beautiful beings in your sacred space. So the drumming has this kind of, I'm gonna drum softer because I want you to hear me. Now, there are lots of shamanic drumming tracks on Apple Music or Spotify or on YouTube. So with this guidance, you're most welcome to listen to that drumming as well, and then take this journey to meet your power animal. So I will go ahead and please lay down because I'm about to begin. Please go ahead and lay down. Find it, no, not here. Go ahead and lay down on the bed. Find a comfortable space. We're about to begin. Okay, and to honor all the helping spirits, let's remain calm and focused. Okay, so go ahead and lay down and close your eyes. Beautiful. So here we go.